Hello everyone, this is Serenis here, back with another awesome High FFA video for you guys today. Very excited to deliver my 12th installment of the Champion High free-for-all August season matchups, and I believe this gameplay and the other one that I'm probably going to upload on this particular day of uploading are the two gameplays that helped me get back into my champ after last time, after taking a couple of days off. So at this point, this is like maybe the 8th or 9th day of the August season. Matching up against itsamystery97 right here, who's a champion free-for-all player at this time. And also another one of the players in this game, Bullseye, actually is in my next video as well, which is going to be a very good gameplay, which is on Eden. But coming back to this gameplay, so as you can see, it's my favourite map for free-for-all, just purely because it's the map that I always was winning most of the time. So you will see Empire the most in this season. Not obviously repeating Empire all the time, but because who wants to see all of Empire gameplays? It's not exactly fantastic, glamorous stuff, but it's definitely a map you have to learn how to play. Now, one thing you should definitely note there is that two players spawn on either side of security, as I've discussed Empire spawns before, and like I said, if you're sort of new to free-for-all and up and coming, haven't checked out my other Empire videos, which were earlier on in the season, I would recommend checking them out because I talk a little bit more about spawns and stuff. I'm not going to do it in this gameplay, but you can also see the initial spawns at the beginning of this game to get a rough idea of where people can spawn on this map, so that's why I showed them to you. So you would have seen at the beginning that itsamystery97 made a really nice play. He actually spawned on the other side of security like myself, and I was expecting to have that 1v1 battle with him that I've talked about from my other videos of like what to do off initial spawns. Now he was actually much smarter than me in that instance, and he ran to bottom mid straight up the ramp to get to the shotty a bit faster, and I actually really took that on board from him and learnt that from him, because I actually did that myself in my next Empire video, which you're going to see next time Empire is uploaded, and it actually works a treat. So definitely, if you can pick up other players' strategies, you definitely learn a lot by doing that in FFA. So that was a really good play that he made in the beginning. Instead of engaging the 1v1, I wasn't sure if anyone was there or not. He just comes straight up the ramp with a shotty straight away, and making me hesitate whilst he gets the power weapon. So that was a really good bit of play, and just something I wanted to comment on at the start of this gameplay. So obviously at the start, not the best start to obviously not get the shotty, considering I was on that other side of security. So right now, because I don't have the shotgun, I have to push outside, because as I've discussed before on this map, we've got to think about power weapons, and we have to think about recyclable weapons like the shotgun. So I have no chance of getting the shotty at this point, because he's got a full clip, and it's very hard for me to challenge a player that has a shotty inside security. So the best player could make there was to go outside. And unfortunately for me right here, I'm not really getting many kills, so I definitely have to up the tempo, and that's a nice perfect on Mystery right there to get that kill. He was the champion free-for-all player of this match. And at this point, really big kill, because it's a 1v1 outplay on one of the best players in this lobby, and they're moving towards the overshield and luring out the shotty player. This was a really big bit of play. Now, something that I definitely wanted to see here is if I could get that shotgun. That's why I want to hang around the pit for a little bit and see if I can find it. See, what you're seeing here is that I'm trying to have a look for the shotty, and obviously it's nowhere to be seen. So at that point I deduce that it must be up on respawn, which it is. So I go and grab that, because it's one of the most important things I had to do there after realising that the OS was on, the shotgun was on spawn. So that was a really big bit of play. And now other people are going to be looking for that shotgun. As you can see, someone's trying to splinter nade me, which was a nice play. And this Rocket's Jet guy actually gets really annoyed at the fact that I keep shotgunning him, and he actually comes up several more times actually, and you're going to see that momentarily. But just be careful when you have shotty in security. Definitely if a player comes up to you multiple times, i.e. more than once, probably a better idea to relocate, because as you can see there, he crouched into security. He actually crouched from whichever spawn he got there, and just crouched to the top of the ramp. That's why I didn't notice him on the radar, and just threw nades down at me. So just a little lesson there. Just don't, as I've said before, don't become too dependent on camping in security, because most of the time, you do get a lot of kills if people are silly and keep pushing in there. But if you get that one sort of smart player and annoying player that just comes back on more than one occasion, you could end up losing the shotguns. You just want to be careful of that, especially if it's a tight game. So, you know, obviously, you know, trying to relocate to one of the bases just for a time until that player loses interest or he tries to go for another kill on the map is probably a better play. So, like I've said before, just don't become too dependent on camping and security, because it can sort of put you into a few compromising situations with the shotty. And like I said, if it's a tight game, it's going to make it very difficult for you. So definitely something to learn there. So right play right here is obviously it's a good play to push off my initial spawn to the power weapon, because that was the best thing I could have done. Unfortunately, as I've said before, in free for all, you kind of want to be the last player that gets there. So, you know, really nice play to get the kill on that guy initially who was going for rockets, and get this kill on Mystery before you get the OS here. But, you know, not really capitalising, not really getting the weapons and staying alive with them at this point, and that's why Mystery has got a 2-kill lead over me right here. So, you know, really nice play to trade when he had rockets there. That was a big, you know, kill I had to make, but I really need to try and start taking a bit of a lead now, because you know, only 2 kills down, but sitting in 3rd place currently while Mystery is in 1st. And as you can see here, the overshield player is really going to keep coming after me, so just trying to wear it off a bit. And you know, have a little look now, because I have no chance of surviving against this guy, so I'm just going to have to really back up. And I'm not sure if that is the OS player or not, but really nice trade there, and unfortunately I did get splintered, so you're going to have to switch POVs right here and look at someone else for a moment until I can switch back to myself. But you know, as I said guys, you know, just be really careful of you know, when you set up for weapons in free for all, always try to get there at the last sec. You know, just make sure you are fully covered before you push. But you know, some nice plays after that to trade kills when he had them, and you know, trying to, you know, resurrect that lead. So really nice plays here to get that kill in security. Now sort of relocating a bit, because I know that another player is throwing nades, so they might come after me, in which they do. And it's Rocket Shek, who is a really kind of annoying player in this gameplay, kept coming after me in security. So he's going to try and, you know, hold on to that shotgun. You know, as we saw earlier, he's going to try and, like, you know, really be annoying in security and try and hold on to the shotty in camp. So I know that already about him. And like I said before, when you play certain players in a free-for-all match, by playing them for the first, you know, 4 minutes or 5 minutes, let's say, you get a rough idea of how they play and like what kind of, if the free-for-all lasts that long as well, bear in mind. You get an idea of how they play, and you know, you can try and prevent them from making the play that they really want to make, you know, by just knowing how they play. So that's definitely something that you have to pay attention to in FFA. Now, I had no idea that the shotty was coming up there, but I just thought it was worth the look, and obviously, luckily for me, I do get the shotty and, you know, get a really nice double kill to start things off there. And at this point, just looking to, you know, really extend my lead with that, because I haven't had too much of it this game, so that's why I was struggling a little bit, because to be honest with you, Empire Free-For-All is all about this weapon, and that's really nice plays to get those kills. And as you can see, just by having the shotgun for that, you know, short period of time, instead of being 2 or 3 kills down now, well, I'm only 2 kills down now, but I think it was worse, maybe 4 kills down previously. So just by that little instance, you know, I've secured myself a power weapon, which I can, you know, recycle. I've also got myself an OS now, and I'm looking to make plays, so that's really good. I don't push security right away, because I have one more shot left. And I knew the rocket player was somewhere around, and luckily for me, he choked. And you know, because of the OS, I suppose, just thinking to himself, there's no way I can kill him, so get a free rocket there, which is a really nice play. That's really helpful for me as well, because it drops like a load of weapons from these guys. I'm able to switch out easily for an assault rifle, put that shotty back on spawn. Now wait 10 seconds for that to come up, get that again, and as you can see, I can get even more kills now. So definitely in a good position right now. But you know, itsamystery97 definitely still putting up a fight here, because he's only 1 kill down. So you know, even with all my advantages, I've just about got the lead, so I really have to keep up the pressure and, you know, sort of flow around the map. As I said before, you know, I don't want to spend too long in security here. Like, what I ideally do here is, you know, see if I do this in the gameplay, but get a couple of kills here and then sort of move out, because we have players that are very prone to checking security in this gameplay and sort of trying to get that shotty. So definitely, you know, noticing players outside is always a good play. The shotty, new rockets are coming up again soon, so definitely a nice play to push outside with a shotgun. It's definitely something that works really well in Empire. Unfortunately, my aim was a bit off there when I clambered up, so you know, plays like that, should just take your time a bit more. It was a shame that I got taking the trade there, and actually that could be quite damaging in a tight game, free-for-all, losing the shotgun like that. So that really was quite unfortunate, but I have to let it go now because it's happened, and try and move on from that. So get the kill on the player and pushing outside there. And at this point, obviously, as I've said before, trying to get to the power weapon, trying to be the last player, looking at how many players are alive and dead here is a really important play as well. I just thought that it was clear and took my chances and went for the rockets. Even if at that point, there are a few players dead there, so that's why I went for it. Even at that point, if someone's camping underneath, in this sort of turbine section of Empire there, even if they've run out for you in the AR and you have the rockets, like I grabbed them there, you probably can make the trade at least. So that's a better play than not getting a kill, because you don't want to wait too long outside and just keep waiting and wait for the new player to spawn and kill you from behind. So just have to be careful of that. You don't want to wait too long, but you don't want to go too quickly either. It's just finding that sort of right balance with Empire free-for-all rockets. And at this point, that's a really nice play to obviously get the shotty again. Great plays to actually figure that out, and was able to recover it again just from the recycling fashion. As you can see, really starting to heat up towards the end of the game here, and because of my power weapon advantage towards the end of this game and the OS, there's nothing really that itsamystery97 can do about that, and you can see he's really falling behind with kills now, and finish him off for the match winner. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay of Empire Free-For-All. These Empire Free-For-All gameplays do get a lot better as the season goes on, but the strategy is the same as my other videos, so please feel free to check them out. Anyway guys, this was Serenity's back with another Free-For-All gameplay, Champion High, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.